What's up, YouTube? This is your boy JD, and thank you for viewing Coast to Coast Gamers. We're here to watch the Washington Redskins play against the LA Rams in the NFC Conference Championship. Can the Redskins beat the LA Rams and make it to the Super Bowl, since they haven't been to the Super Bowl since 1992? Or can the LA Rams beat the Washington Redskins and make a trip back to the Super Bowl since they lost last year against the New England Patriots? We will see who can pull it off. But hopefully, the Washington Redskins will be the ones pulling it off. You guys, don't forget to like, share, and definitely subscribe to the awesome channel, the Coast to Coast Gamers. With that said, let's get to the Conference Championship, the Washington Redskins and the LA Rams. Let's do this, man!
Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Redskins. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
20. Here we go.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
20. Number 53. 53. I got one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Goff now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
That's it, baby. We go work.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be.
Touchdown, L.A.! Robert Woods, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 12, Keenum, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Last stop.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 25 on second down, Keenum. And he floated one out there incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Going for the deep ball. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
That's caught at the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the red zone now, Keenum forced out to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they're now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. keep your offense moving at a really...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Into the Redskins. Have it, they do. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Keenum. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Keenum escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run with Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On 2nd and goal, Keenum. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where the primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Hey, take one, last take 53.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So we've reached halftime. Keenum on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And that's another route
they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 3-yard touchdown run.
This close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He's on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Keenum. Flush to his right. He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Case Keenum, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. That's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
That's it, baby. We got work.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 47 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. That's fielded in the end zone. And a decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And here come the Redskins now. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Peterson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Goff and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on first down. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on second down. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Throwing again on second down. Goff. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. To throw is Goff. And he spots Henderson open left side. Touchdown, L.A. Darrell Henderson, 40 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Redskins, they can smell
That's
victory
it,
now.
baby.
They take
The
a knee.
Redskins are
Rams gonna be
going
forced
to
use
the
their
Super
third and
Bowl to
final
play
timeout
against the
as they'll
LA
stop the clock with
Chargers.
12
Can
seconds
you
to
believe
go
it?
in the
The
football
Rams
game.
got comfortable in the first half. They thought they had us beat. Even I thought they had us beat the way they were playing in the first half, scoring back-to-back in that first quarter. But they got comfortable, and we kind of figured out their little game plan. Once we stopped Gurley from running on us, that was it. Goff couldn't do anything. All he had to do was throw that ball up, and you saw what happened. So, with that said, you guys, please hit that like button. Let me get over 10 likes. Come on, guys. Hook me up. Tell your friends about the channel. Tell them to hit that like button. If they like it, please subscribe to the channel. I will put up the Super Bowl game. Today is Tuesday, so I'll put up the game on Friday. So you guys, please be on the lookout for that. In the future, early September, I'm going to be playing NBA 2K20. If you heard my previous videos before I did my Madden, I was going to play as the Utah Jazz as the general manager, and then a second team. I was going to play with a second team, the Brooklyn Nets. That's just going to be a regular game. No commentary whatsoever on that one. But as a general manager, I'm going to be analyzing the game, commentating on the game as a general manager for the Utah Jazz. Also, in the future, when Division 2 put out their other DLC, I think it's called Season 2 or Episode 2, one of those two, is when they're supposed to be opening up the Pentagon, is when we're going to the Pentagon. I'm going to start a second character and start from basically scratch with that character. From the beginning of the Division 2, when they first got to DC, all the way to Episode 2 or Season 2 to the Pentagon. That will happen when Ubisoft or Massive, whoever controls that game, drops that DLC. And that's when I'll create my second Division 2 character and do that. So you guys, once again, I'm enjoying this. I put my Redskins in the Super Bowl. I'll see you guys Friday. Don't forget, hit that like button. Let me get over 10 likes. For those who subscribing, who's viewing this channel, let your friends know. Tell them to view it. Tell them to hit that like button as well. You'll be the first. This be the first video where I'll get over five likes. I would like to at least get over 10. I'm not being greedy. 10 likes. 10 plus likes. That's all I ask. I'm not asking for 300. Not asking for 3,000. I ain't got that type of subscribers. I would like to have that many subscribers so I can have them many likes. But let's try. For you guys who subscribe to my channel, who's viewing my channel, hook me up. Give me those 10 likes. And trust me, I'll put out more content. Please, comment. Holla at your boy. Y'all take care. Peace.